So often, many of us, we stay awake at night and we're imagining in our head the worst case scenario of what would happen. And it drives us crazy because we can't stop the pictures from coming. And what I'd like to suggest with that is choose one of the worst case scenario pictures and put it up onto a video screen. So you play it as if it's a video, right? And you play this worst case scenario from beginning to end on a video. Then I'd like to ask you to imagine that you put a clown hat on the people in this worst case scenario, that you paint funny faces, strange outfits, and you play the same scene in your mind with funny voices, funny outfits, and as quickly as you can. So it's and then you reverse the scene, play it backwards, and play the scene again faster, and so that you're scrambling this old scene. And so it's almost like scratching the record of the conditioned programming inside of you. And it's just a fun way to kind of stop the incessant playing of that same worst case scenario scene over and again. And then what I would have you do is step down off that scene, and I would offer that you that went through the scene some balloons of openness and willingness and trust in life, balloons of this ability to get out of the situation, to be competent, to be intelligent in it. All the balloons that are the internal emotional resources that you need inside yourself. And imagine breathing all of that consciousness in, and step back onto the screen and play it the way it would have happened if you'd had all the resources you need to handle that scene easily. And you could do that several times. So instead, if the scene comes up immediately, you know that you have the internal resources to handle this. Very often, when we feel a strong emotion, and science has found this, and we repress it, it releases a biochemistry into our bloodstream, which will go to certain cell receptors and block them, rendering those cells incapable of communicating with the rest of the cells in the body. And if over time illness happens, it happens where the cells are blocked. And what's also known to be true is when you feel your emotions very freely and openly, our cell receptors remain open. And so part of what may be happening with these worst case scenarios is that you had a previous cell memory. You had a previous event take place. You didn't know how to deal with it. You shut down, and that programming, that biochemistry was released into your bloodstream and went into specific cellular locations. And so what may be coming up is the fear, your feeling of incompetence, your inability to deal with it, may be actually stored inside your body. And that may be why these worst case scenarios are coming up for you. So if that's the case, what I'd like to suggest is that you get onto thejourney.com, and there they have the free The Journey book, which gives you a method to go on a journey inside your body and get to these cellular locations to uncover what's stored there, so they're not showing up as these pictures that are, driving you nuts at nighttime. And it's a beautiful work called The Journey, which is all about getting to old repressed cell memories, transmuting them, so when new cells are born, they're born as new regenerative cells. And it'll give you a chance to not only learn about the work, but find out how you can get to other events where you actually learn how to roll up your sleeves and dive in and experience the work. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and a heartfelt namaste.